जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन जय राधे जय कृष्ण।
Radhe, Radhe. I am a 62-year-old, father of 2 and grandfather of 4. My Ishtadev is Radhe Shyam, and I am the disciple of His Holiness Mahamandleshwar Swami Gangeshwar Anandji Maharaj Udasin. I have his picture right here with me. My Gurudev has a very big ashram right in the heart of Vrindavan. And in the mid-70s, when Srila Prabhupada and my Gurudev used to be in Vrindavan at the same time, Srila Prabhupada used to visit my Gurudev daily. Now the steps going up to my Gurudev's room were really big because this was a very old construction. But Srila Prabhupada used to just brave it up with his walking stick happily. And here we have a picture from one of their meetings. This was taken, I think, about almost 40 years ago. And they used to sit down for hours and talk about the scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Vedas, and they also had their loving exchanges. One day, Srila Prabhupada laughingly told my Gurudev, "I love your ashram very much." And Gurudev goes, "Okay, from today you can have this ashram and I will take Krishna Balram." Such are the loving exchanges of gurus, because all gurus are one and they are united in Krishna. Since this is the first video of Krishna Bhakti Ras, I would like to start by speaking about Vrindavan Dham. For Krishna devotees, Vrindavan Dham is the highest pilgrimage, and we believe that even today, Sri Radha and Sri Krishna are here present in the Dham, enjoying their Nitya Leelas. I left India in 1970. And I used to go back periodically to meet my parents and to meet my Gurudev. And each time I would visit my Gurudev, he would ask me just one question. "Beta, are you going to Vrindavan?" And I would ignorantly and foolishly say, "No, Gurudev." And he would not say anything anymore. Little did I realize that it is our gurus who can give us the entry into Vrindavan. And each time Gurudev was asking me, he wanted to prepare my entry into Vrindavan. However, in the 80s, my father had a very critical surgery, and I was in India to be with my parents. The operation went off well with the mercy of Gurudev, and after the operation, I went immediately to Gurudev to give him the good news. It was around 9 p.m. at night, and my Gurudev was there in his room, in his ashram, lying down. There were about 20 or 30 disciples in the room, and after I gave him the good news, his first question was, "So, beta, are you going to Vrindavan?" And once again, I said, "No, Gurudev." And this time he asked me, "Why?" And I said, "Gurudev, I've left my family back home and I have to go back. I'm worried about them." And Gurudev said, "Who are you to worry? Just tell Banke Bihari that I'm coming to see you and you take care of my family." This time I realized that my Gurudev was giving me an agya and not just asking me. And on the spot I decided that I must go. It was vacation time in India and it was very hard to get train bookings. But due to my Gurudev's mercy, everything went off well. I got train tickets easily. I had a lovely journey and I got the best darshan of Banke Bihari. It is very sad to say that the Indian government has not really taken care of Vrindavan. Be it so, but still, Vrindavan is the heart of India, the spiritual heart of India. There is a story that goes that once the gods in heaven called a meeting of all the Dhams. And all the Dhams showed up there except Vrindavan. Now the gods were a little upset, like, how come Vrindavan is not at our meeting? So they sent a messenger immediately to Vrindavan to summon Vrindavan. And in return, Radha and Krishna sent a message back saying that Vrindavan is not just a dham or a pilgrimage. It is our home, and up to today we are living in Vrindavan. So Vrindavan does not need to attend your meetings. Even today, there are many Siddha Babas, many saints who live in and around Vrindavan. They live in the many forests of Vrindavan. They live around Govardhan. They live around Radhakund. And they are enjoying the Leelas of Radha and Krishna in their hearts. There was one such man, one such saint, who sat down once on the highway leading into Vrindavan. And he was telling everybody who was entering, "Enter Vrindavan at your own risk." Now people who wanted to go into Vrindavan were of course a little worried. Like, what's going on? Why are we being warned about going into Vrindavan? Finally somebody stopped to ask him, "Baba, what's the matter?" And this Baba replied, he said, I came to Vrindavan a few months ago thinking that I just was going on a pilgrimage and take some darshans. But when I was going around Vrindavan on my parikram, I happened to see this lovely little boy, blue-colored, the color of rain clouds, wearing a yellow dhoti, a peacock feather, with the most bewitching smile, and playing on his flute. And I fell in love with him. And after that, I cannot leave Vrindavan anymore. So if you wish to enter Vrindavan, you may do so. But if you see this little boy, you too will not leave Vrindavan anymore. Those of us who have been to Vrindavan have seen and heard that Brajavasis usually greet each other by saying, "Radhe, Radhe." Have you ever stopped and wondered why they say Radhe, Radhe and not Krishna, Krishna? or Hare Krishna. You know why? It is because our Krishna Kanhaiya is very naughty. This is why we call him Natkhat. And the more we call out to him, the more we run after him, the more he runs away from us. But he loves the sound of Radhe. So the moment we say Radhe, Radhe, it is he who comes running after us. So the next time you say Radhe, Radhe, look around behind you. He might be there. My Gurudev says that to overcome ignorance, we need knowledge. But if you want to overcome Maya or illusion, it is only Bhakti that can help us. And this is why I decided to do some videos on Krishna Bhakti and share it with all of you as a service to my Puja Gurudev. I decided to call them Krishna Bhakti Ras because anything to do with Krishna is like nectar. Actually, no, it is not like nectar. It is nectar itself. And nectar should be shared with our friends, with our loved ones, and with devotees. So if you enjoy these bhakti videos, please share them with your friends. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening. Radhe, Radhe.